Well, welcome back everybody at long last to season number 2. We are in Australia, ready to get going for a brand new season full of hopes and dreams, I'm sure. But I want to start this off with a little apology. It's taken a long time to get episode 1 of season 2 out. And the reason for that, if any of you follow me on Twitter, was that I was trying to make some changes. Some really cool changes to make it a fun, interesting new season. And that came in the form of mods. Now, unfortunately, everything was installed, everything was working really well. I won't tell you the things I did, all the mods I installed, just in case I can get them working properly at a later date, maybe for Season 3. But what happened was I couldn't run the game for more than 20 minutes without it hard crashing. Which is a bit of a problem for one race, let alone an entire season. So, I tried to do a nice thing, and it just broke the game. Pre-F1 2015, this game was such a breeze to mod, and there were some incredible creations, and there still are coming out for F1 2014. 15, 16 has taken a long time for modders to crack, and now they finally have. It might be something I've done wrong with installation or conflicting mods, I don't know. But it just broke. It just broke. Straight up broke. Anyway, so we're in Season 2. We're ready to get going. I am going into practice 3 because trying to get some cool cinematic shots for the intro of this episode. When I had the mods installed, I've wasted 2 practice sessions. Anyway, we will start with the difficulty then. I tried out a few different combinations. The higher difficulty is still too quick for me, and turning the traction control off on the current difficulty, I can do it. I'm getting better, a lot better at it. The problem is I can't commentate at the same time. Now, I want to keep that live commentary style because I think it's a bit more insightful as to what's going on with how I'm approaching the race. And I wouldn't be able to do both at the same time. I may be able to at some point. At the moment, I need a bit more practice. So, what we're going to do is something that will hopefully drag me back a little bit, which is turning the ABS on. Especially street tracks, it's going to be a bit of a hampering. Keeping your tyres in check from lockups is going to be a bit more of a challenge. So I'm hoping that will at least drag me back a little bit. But of course, R&D points, we had many. What I've done is 2 fuel efficiency updates, a chassis weight update and a downforce upgrade. They will of course go on for the next race in Bahrain. And if you look over at the graph on the right hand side, you'll see that's projected to bring us right up into the midfield of Williams, McLaren, Force India and Red Bull. Ferrari remain as the quickest team as they finished last year. We'll see if they can claim a Constructors' title this year, which eluded them by a couple of points last year. And of course, Sebastian Vettel will go into the season as the defending champion. But for this weekend in Melbourne, we're going to have to deal with last year's car, effectively. But let's get straight into practice, get some of those crucial resource points which are going to help push us up the grid for the rest of the season, and then we can get into qualifying. There we go then, purple, first time out. Really easy peasy as it was last year. I'd probably try and keep these practice objectives a bit more cut down this year, as they're becoming quite straightforward now. So let's get straight on to time management and get that done. There we go then, purple for the time management. You see just how far we've come when you consider we struggled to get almost any points from the entire weekend last year. But this is as simple as it was the end of last season, last corner especially. Any tyre where under the purple you can practically just let off the throttle around the final corner and you get it all back if you've got plenty of time to spare. But let's get on to the qualifying run, probably the most important of the 3, and see where our pace is for this weekend. Well, we ended up about 6/10 off at best. Interesting. Let's now up the pace. Qualifying pace, we were still struggling on a little bit towards the end of the last season. I don't know how it adjusts it for the upgrades, whether it expects me to be further down the road or it makes it more difficult for Season 2. I don't know. But we're definitely lacking some pace. But the real judgment day will come in qualifying, of course. So let's get on to that qualifying session now.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. Many of the drivers have commented on the challenge posed by the high-speed direction changes around this circuit, but you still need to be quick in a straight line. Is that a fair layman's appraisal?
Drivers are going to need a nicely balanced car to be fast here. They'll need to get the most out of the medium and high-speed corners, which will push them to run more downforce. But in turn, this slows the car down on the straights. It's a tricky balancing act.
Okay, so we head out on track then. The first qualifying session of Season 2. Essentially a long goodbye to the old Sauber car. We'll be getting a whole host of upgrades next time out in Bahrain, which will hopefully catapult us up the grid. But let's give it a nice send-off. Let's try and get ourselves out of Q1. I think that's got to be the aim. Oh, we found a load of speed there on the second lap. Just choosing a high gear halfway through the corner on a couple of them. And it gains a lot of time. Trying to keep the car stable. I was twitching a bit on that first lap. I'm happy with that for a first run. We're ahead of our teammate. And ahead of Massa by the look of it. So let's get back to the pits and see where that shakes out. And then we'll decide if we need to go out again. Well, as things start to shake out then, we're 15th at the moment. We're ahead of the cars we need to be. Felipe Massa should definitely go quicker if he was to put the super soft tyres on, but Williams still going with their ridiculous strategies of last year, trying to qualify on the softs. So I don't think there's much point in going out, because if we use a set of tyres just to get through, we're not going to have any tyres for Q2. So we may as well just wait it out. And I think at worst we might be 17th, 18th, which isn't too bad. So we'll get to the end of the session and see where we stand. Well, that didn't go to plan at all. So many cars went a lot quicker. Our teammate right up there in 12th with a 27.1. We were about 2 tenths off getting through those two pesky manners. It's a shame, but it's a risk I took, to be fair. I don't know that there was much more time we could have got out of that. The lap was a lot better than anything we've done all weekend, so it's the old car. We're not going to create miracles until we get our upgrades in Bahrain, so let's just get on to the race and see if we can have a good race from there anyway.
They say that even a second is an eternity in Formula One, so going 4 winter months with no racing at all has seemed a very long time indeed. We're back though in Melbourne, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. So as we look ahead to what I hope will be a very entertaining race, I have to ask Anthony Davidson what you expect to see in terms of strategy today. I mean, do you expect a lot of tyre management? A lot of fuel management?
Well, don't we always? I don't expect these are going to be any more important than usual, if I'm honest. What I do expect, however, are a lot of drivers getting into the pits early for some kind of undercut on fresh rubber. If you can pit before the person in front, have a good stop and drive a blistering outlap, there may be 1 or 2 seconds to be gained. If anyone gets stuck behind another car, for example, that will be the go-to strategy, surely.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Hamilton, Nico Hülkenberg, and Alonso, Button, Rosberg, Verstappen, and Sergio Perez, Grosjean, Bottas, Felipe Massa, and Harry Anto, Nasser, Wehrlein, Esteban Gutierrez, and Jolyon Palmer, Sainz, and the Sauber, Kevin Magnussen, and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Well, welcome along then to the grid. Some great advice there in the build-up from Jeff. Don't hit anybody into turn 1. Is always an aim. Don't you worry, Jeff. You just keep off my back for the race and I'll be a happy man. So, we're a long way further back than we'd probably want to be on the opening race of the season, but there's plenty we can do here today, I'm sure. Let's go straight in and take a look at those strategies. So, a 2 or a 3 stop are what's being offered to us. I don't think we're going to go alternative in terms of starting on a different tyre. We want that pace to get past as many cars as we can early on. And in terms of which of the 2 strategies, as I always do, we'll work it out in the race. It all depends on the start, really. If we get some fresh air, the super softs all the way through to the final stint might be a good option, but it is a good deal slower and a lot of overtaking will be needed. So we'll see once we get underway. Okay, getting ready for the formation lap then. Waiting for a long time all the way back here in 20th place. A lot of interesting tyre choices around us. Sainz ahead on the softs, Magnussen behind on the mediums. So we should have tyre advantage early on. Cheers, Jeff. Same thing you told me on the first corner of every single formation lap all of last season. Still treating me like a little baby. A few changes to the presentation. I'm going to leave the grid in before the race, because that's one of the interesting things about this career mode, is obviously all the other teams will be changing in terms of performance as the seasons go on, and it might interest you to see where people qualify and note the teams moving up and down. And I think we're going to concentrate more on the race in these episodes, try and keep practice qualifying a little bit shorter and show more of the race itself. But let's not think about that now. Let's think about getting ready for the lights out. Australia, one of my favourite tracks, if not my favourite, to drive around. It is such a great season opener. Such a beautiful track and really rather testing. But as they always say when we get to Australia, it's not really a good test of car performance. Yes, you're generally going to have the quickest car near the front if they've got a massive advantage, but it's a very unusual track, using road sections mostly. And we're going straight into Sainz. Wonderful. Is it going to put me on the grid? Yes, it is. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. But yes, very unusual balance of corners. Not really very aero dependent, doesn't tell you much about the cars. Not that I think this game takes that too much into respect, but the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel, the world champion, is on the front row. On pole even. So he's got the best opportunity to make a great start to his title defence. Not in our sights at all today, as we wait for the grid to ghost through us and line back up. Ready for a Renault? There he goes. Wonderful. Okay, we want to get past these soft and medium tyre runners as soon as possible. With the ABS off, we've got to be pretty careful into turn 1. Here we go then, round number 1 of season 2. And we're underway. A bad start there, pretty good second phase. Now it's all about picking a line into turn 1 that's not going to take my front wing off. Slight look up, Renault pushes across the grass. We'll try and go around the outside of him. It's slippy slidey. We're through. 17th. Not too bad, I guess. Watchful into turn 2. Can we get inside of our teammate Felipe Nasr? We're going to have to hang it around the outside. Don't squeeze us, Nasr. Thank you very much. Now we've got those two Manners in front, which we want to clear as soon as possible. Harry Anto on the medium tyres, definitely want to get past him. And use these soft tyres while they're still fresh. All in all, a pretty great start though. Maybe able to have a run at Harry Anto. This is not an overtaking corner though. Just hang it out and we do get the move done. We've lost a lot of ground for doing it though. But that's okay. It's a move we need to get done. A lot of dicing going on ahead. Looks like someone's even made a mistake or lost a front wing with that kind of hold up. I'm going to come across the line in 15th on lap 1 then. As good a start as we could hope for in last year's kart. Let's see if we can get onto this back of this train then. Might be able to get a run on Verline here. We've finally caught the back of this train. There's absolute chaos ahead. Massive hold up, but let's concentrate. Getting the braking right. On Verline, back end, trying to squeal out a little bit. We're through. Look at this train. This is embarrassing for the AI. I don't know what's going on. Looks like a Force India up front. It's still a bit early for us to pit. Otherwise, I might try and undercut all these people. As it is, we may be able to get past them. Yeah, we're a little bit dipsy in these situations. Oh, stay out of that though. Or can we go up here? Oh, huge lock up. Massive whoa. I should say massive respect to Bottas. Oh, Massa trying to get back down the inside. Can we just edge him out? Can. That was dangerous stuff. And say massive respect to Bottas for staying out of our way. That massive lockup, concentrating on trying to get past Massa and Grosjean. Completely forgot we were about to go straight into the side pod of a Williams. Race pace seeming very good at the moment. Oh, safety car, safety car. We've gone into the back of Grosjean. Good job, we decided to pit. Well, that couldn't have come at a better time. Shame we've lost a bit of front wing. Hopefully they're going to change it. They are. Do wonder what... Oh, they're not going to stack us again, are they? Can we get out in time? Looks like it. I have a suspicion that's what's ruined NASA's races quite a few times this year. Last year. Is me choosing a random lap for strategy and him having to stack behind. Never actually checked, to be fair. But not this time, he was okay. So we can overtake the safety car then. No troubles there. And let's just look after this fuel and the tyres. And hopefully this will put us in good stead. You don't want to get a shift on though. Anybody pitting, we want to get out ahead of them. Looks like we are going to pass them all then. And that's going to put us up into 11th place. Good job. Now we can relax. Someone else pitting then, Jensen Button. And that drags us into the points then. But we have very illustrious company. With Hülkenberg, Verstappen, Raikkonen. I see a Mercedes back there of I think Nico Rosberg. But there are a lot of cars quite a bit further ahead that might be slower. I definitely spot a Renault at least. So this will be interesting on the restart. Alright, let's get up to the back of Verstappen. Yeah, there's a Manor, a Toro Rosso, a Renault. This is a great opportunity to try and get some passes done. But getting past Verstappen, Hülkenberg and Hamilton is no easy task. Here we go then. Climbed the curb a little bit too much. Will our Ferrari engine be enough to have a go at Verstappen into turn 1? No. Let's keep it tight, keep it smooth. Might get a run down into turn 3, although we've mucked that up a little bit. You can see the hold up here that the Manor is having on this field. We've got to use this opportunity. Let's get these final few. We might even have a go down the inside of Verstappen here. A Renault pits. A couple of cars in the pits. And we're past Verstappen. Beautiful move. Let's get off the rest of the field, shall we? Let's say we've got to use this opportunity. If we can get past Hamilton and Hülkenberg ahead, we should have easy pickings of the Renault, Toro Rosso and Manor. And might be able to put a gap on some of these people. Depends how long they're staying out though. It's easy pickings on Hülkenberg. Is he still there? No, we're through. Can we get a run on Hamilton? Down to turn 3. Easy on the brakes. We muscle him out. He's still there. Oh, just gonna have to give him room. He's still there. We're through. Right, let's get after these 3. And we have got Magnussen down into here. We can, and Sainz. Such is the speed difference because Haryanto is holding these guys up so much. He's been on those medium tyres since lap 1. Just one car left. Don't pit Haryanto, for goodness sake. He hasn't. Wonderful. Let's get past. Come on. DRS. Slipstream. It's not slow in a straight line, that manner. It's no match for us. Oh, we got a little deep. But we have double DRS. Now we got to get at these guys as soon as possible. And Haryanto still stays out. This is great news. Just over a second clear. Let's keep doing this. It's one of the AI's problems, let's be honest. It's getting past slower cars. It's one of my problems. Locking up into that corner. Let's get our game face on. This is our opportunity to maybe get some points today. Raikkonen's got past them. Our little game is over. It's got us a really nice advantage. Let's be honest. Right, it's going to be another set of the soft tyres going on. That stint, I couldn't have dreamt up a better situation. That was incredible. We are technically in a net second place in this race, but I think we all know that I don't have the speed to stay there. But there's really some great points on offer. If we can just keep our head in this race. Come back out just behind Magnussen. Oh, there's Hulkenberg and Hamilton on the medium tyres. Hulkenberg, please, not this year. Just be careful. We're going to edge it around the outside. Have the inside line for 4. And we stay ahead. Let's get a move on. He's on the medium tyres. We may be able to get the legs on him. We'll see. Let's get our head down. How much fuel have we got? Not much. We'll save that in case we really need it. Couple of cars in the pits. We'll easily get back out ahead of them. Interesting to know what Hamilton and Hulkenberg are doing here. Whether they've already made their final stop or they got one more to make. Would certainly make making the decision on whether to defend heavily or not that bit easier. Oh, here's Hulkenberg again. I'm really worried. This is where it happened last year. Be so careful. He's gonna go down the inside, isn't he? No, you don't, pal. Not this year. We are going to fight for every place. To the last. We know their tricks now. Please. Hulkenberg's pitted, so he did have an extra stop to make. Things are looking good here, boys and girls. I was going to say boys and gentlemen there. That's a little bit sexist. Looks like Lewis Hamilton's already made his final stop then. He's going to have a go here, I'd imagine. Whoa, he's so good on the brakes. Oh, he's going to have double DRS as well. We've got the slipstream. Do we dare have another go? Into 3. Oh, it's close. It's really close. We're losing time here. We really shouldn't be doing this. Oh, go, Lewis. Just go. It's this rat pack behind that I'm really starting to worry about. It looks like chaos back there. Right, sit rep. 4 laps to go. They've started to reel me in. I've had to turn the fuel down, and I think our soft tyres are going to start to be a little bit slower than those mediums towards the end. This is going to be one hell of a battle to hold on to this 5th place, but we're going to give it our all, don't you worry. Three laps to go. They're in touching distance now. Squeaky bum time. Oh, they're all breathing down my neck. Come on. Keep your cool, Jay. Keep your cool. We can do this. Just concentrate on the next bit of tarmac in front of you. Don't worry that you've got 4, possibly 5 angry, snorting Formula 1 cars down you. There's the lock-up. First one for many laps. Oh, this is good. This is good. Oh, God. We got any fuel to burn? We do. Let's use it. Oh, Massey's going around the outside. We've given him an opportunity. Oh, so much better on the brakes. Just keep Hulkenberg out. To be fair, I didn't even know he was there. Massa caught us napping a little bit there. Now I'm 6th. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. We'd still get a point if this lot overtake us, but we want more than a point for our efforts today. 2 to go. We've got DRS, thankfully, from Massa. We're going to try and cover Hulkenberg off. He's going down the inside. We've gone very deep. That might have just helped us out. It has. Don't know how we stayed ahead there. Small lock up. Come on. So aware of him at every single opportunity. They might try and get past Hulkenberg. Oh, we just cover him off. That's it then. Final lap. 2 DRS zones are going to be the main attack point for Hulkenberg. Let's try and get a good exit out of here. Minimise. We've lost the DRS on Massa. Hulkenberg's surely going to have a run here. Get the braking point right. Don't lock up. Cover the angles. We stay ahead just. This is the next danger point then. 2 straights after this. Again, good exit. Keep wheel spin to a minimum. Whoa. He's surely going to have a go here. He is. He's going down the inside. Going to try and brave it out. We got him. I hope he's not there. We're good. Could he be any closer to that gearbox? He's going down the inside again. Same place as Massa. He's locked up. He's hit us. Oh, Rosberg's through. Can we stay ahead of Button? I think we can. Oh, such a shame. Keep it together, DRS. We haven't activated it. Oh, and it's going to be 8th place. Oh, we ran out of fuel over the line. Oh, what a race. What an opener to Season 2. And what a classic send-off for last year's Sauber before it gets dramatically overhauled for Bahrain next time out. Sebastian Vettel in a league of his own today. Definitely the best title defence opener he could hope for. Lewis, I think, anticipating a tricky season ahead. But it's Vettel, Raikkonen for a Ferrari 1-2, and Daniel Ricciardo. Podium at his home race. He's got to be happy with that. Well, there we have it then. It's a fantastic 8th place finish. With the old car, I couldn't be happier with that. It's a bit of a shame. Hulkenberg locked up and knocked us wide. 6th, maybe even 5th could have been on the cards, but considering we qualified 20th, you really can't complain with 4 World Championship points. Not much to see in the driver's standings here. It is, of course, as we finished. As for the constructors, it leaves us 6th. Still not really much to know just yet, apart from that Ferrari are clearly the favourites unless Mercedes or Red Bull can gain on them. But as for us, I'm hoping that's where we can fight this year. I'm hoping we can fight with the Williams, the Force Indias and the McLarens, and by the end of the season try and get that 4th place. But our teammate is going to have to do some work for us to get there. But we'll see where we are in Bahrain anyway. So that is it as we take a look over the beautiful Albert Park. What a view that is. That is it from Australia. I'm sorry it's been such a long wait for the beginning of Season 2. As a special treat, you're going to get another episode on Sunday, so 2 in quick succession, and then there'll be from Wednesdays and Sundays from then on. I will be 2 episodes a week now. if I'm not, shout me. Tell me what a horrible person I am for not giving you 2 of these episodes a week. And I really want to get back up to 2 a week, purely because I've seen a lot of people on YouTube win as a backmarker in their 2nd season. And to be honest, that seems unrealistic for me. And I'm hoping even with our upgrades, we're just going to be taken to the top of the midfield. And that's going to take a 3rd year for us to be a title contender. So to make sure we get a 3rd season in, I really need to get a move on and do 2 episodes a week. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode and that it's been worth the wait. Do let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did. If you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with everything else that's going on, hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter at TwinBarrelJ as well. And that's all there is to it. We're back, and it's going to be nice and regular. So I shall see you next time out in Bahrain to see all those glorious upgrades put on the car. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting this series and my channel, and I shall see you again very soon. These battles have often been contained on single racetracks. Now, it's going global. The chosen chariot for this is the Red Bull 2016. Brilliant in the bends, but often hampered by its Renault engine. Lacking power on the... Sorry? What do you mean? They make watches. Oh, okay. Can they make up for the deficit on the streets with their Tag Heuer engine? Sauber, a team that often I get confused as to whether they have overachieved or underachieved. A team of humble beginnings, founded by Peter Sauber in the 1970s.
built by Peter Sauber, Mercedes supplying the engines, the drivers.
He would eventually work his way up the ladder to win back-to-back Le Mans races in 1988 and 1999 with the incredible Sauber Mercedes C9, a car that was relatively unchanged between the 2 years, such was its dominance. It was then that Peter Sauber decided to take a foray into Formula 1.